Never move into a woman's house. You will regret it. You will regret it because you will now devalue yourself. Life is hard. Yes, cost of living is mad. But do not take yourself from the throne that you was at to now devalue yourself by moving into your girl's house because you think that that's how relationships are meant to go. I've learned from seeing in my own personal experience years and years and years ago, and also from people around me, that moving in with a woman or into her settings isn't always the best move possible.
All right, guys, we got to react to this interesting story from this good brother who pretty much is going to be telling us not to move in to a woman's house. Okay, now, from my experience, that's a no-go. I would definitely not advise you guys to do that, putting yourself in a position where she can just kick you out the house. And more importantly, she could potentially emasculate you in that situation. As a man, you want to be in a position where you're able to stand on your own 2 feet. Okay, that means if you got to work 2-3 jobs, so be it. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, now I do understand life happens and sometimes we do need help. That I can acknowledge, but you know, as a man, you want to make sure that you have your own place and just different things in motion. Okay, you never really want to rely on a woman in this kind of situation. But let's go ahead and roll the clip. Let's take a look.
Hope this message meets you well. This is for the fellas and the ladies, you know, but especially for the brothers. And ladies, listen up to. Guys, never ever move into a woman's house. Never move into a woman's house. You will regret it. You will regret it because you will now devalue yourself. Life is hard. Yes, cost of living is mad. But do not take yourself from the throne that you was at to now devalue yourself by moving into your girl's house because you think that that's how relationships are meant to go. I've learned from seeing in my own personal experience years and years and years ago, and also from people around me, that moving in with a woman or into her settings isn't always the best move possible. See, what we got to understand is when women are looking at us and we're courting them, they're looking at us in all aspects in terms of how we provide, how we lead, how we are with kids, how we are in terms of longevity. They're looking at these things and they're desiring a man of great qualities. So the moment you move into her house where she lives because you want to live with her, whatever your excuse is, you're basically just giving her a reason to basically disqualify you.
Not only that, but she has a lot of leverage over you. Okay, you got to understand, a woman is good at using her tongue when it comes to arguments and debates. Okay, when y'all are in heated discussions, she's going to remember everything. Okay, and please believe the things that you told her in confidence, okay, the things that she knows that's going to hit you below the belt, those things are going to come up. Okay, and if she knows that you're kind of uncomfortable living in her house, she going to bring that up. Okay, how dare you tell me what to do in my house? This is my house. Okay, my name's on the mortgage, so on and so forth. Okay, once a woman kind of jokes about / tells you to leave, it might be time to leave.
You become seen as slightly a weaker man because once you start living in her house, you start sitting on her sofa, you start eating her food and snacks and all of them things, and you're not bringing nothing to the table, and this was only supposed to be a temporary fix, you've opened the door for disrespect. How about she has a home, you have your house, you both move out of your individual properties, get a home together and make that a home, or get a house together and make that a home. My mom always used to say to me as a younger man, like, moving into a woman's house is probably one of the biggest disrespects and disservices you can do to yourself. Because once she gets fed up with you and has enough of you, she will say these but she will say these magic words: get that out of my house, get that out of my house, and you'll just come back to black bags. And then what? The disrespect is already there. That's water under the bridge. It's her madness. But what do I know?
Let me know what you guys think about that. Have you guys been in a situation where a woman told you to get out of her house? Have you guys had a common law situation? Or maybe you moved a woman into your house. Okay, that could be a possibility. All right, guys, so the next clip is another gentleman sharing his personal experience. Take a look.
About 10 years ago, I had to learn this the hard way. And boy, never again. At the beginning, it always used to be a joke. You know, the get out of my house. And you just, you know, you kind of laugh it off because it's funny, right? Until one day we had a disagreement and then she said, get out of my house. Me, like an idiot, I thought, oh, she's just joking. And she just went, get out of my house. I was like, and because my name wasn't on the lease, I had no choice. I had to leave. Overnight bag and everything. But the next day she called me and said, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't really mean it. You can come back. Which I did because I had nowhere else to go. But best believe I spent the next 2 weeks looking for my own place. But check this, me looking for an apartment actually caused us to break up because she thought I had commitment issues. And I'm just like, what?
All right, guys, so there you have it, okay? You can't make this stuff up, okay? After she made the comment of him moving out and he actually took you up on that offer, then she wants to turn around and gaslight him into thinking that he has commitment issues. Okay, you see how that works? Truly fascinating. It really is. And this is where these shaming tactics and them having the leverage in the situation comes into play. Okay, you got to understand, a woman is loyal to her emotions. Okay, it's just a bad deal as a man if you are going to move in with a woman. All right, guys, so apparently the sisterhood responded to the last video that I just played for you guys.
I love how you went straight for this conclusion, even though you know nothing about the situation. So let me tell you what happened before you start making more wrong conclusions. Basically, our relationship got to the point where we were spending so much time together that one of our houses was always empty at any given time. And if you're living in London, you will know that's just a waste of money to be paying for an empty flat. Hence why the whole conversation about us moving together even existed to start with. And when it came to the decision about whose house we're going to live in, it was pretty easy. She was locked in a contract for the next 7 months, and my house, I've been there for 2 years, so I could check out in like 4 weeks. So it just made more logical sense to move into her place since she's still locked in a contract, you know? And before you even think about it, no, I did not move into a house for free. I covered the rent, and all she had to do was cover the utilities. And at the time, it was only about £300. And when it came to food, I know I eat a lot because of the way I trained. So every Sunday, I will go to Costco and I'll buy in bulk. So there's enough food for both of us. So as far as she's concerned, she went from paying 100% of the rent, bills, and food by herself to then just paying £300 a month when I moved in. So I don't know about you, but that does not sound like a downgrade to me.
All right, guys, let me know what you guys think. Okay, it seems like he was contributing to the household. Okay, he was paying bills. He was pulling his own weight. But at the same time, it doesn't seem like his name is on that mortgage. If she wants to wake up one day and say, don't want to do this anymore, guess what? You got to go. All right, guys, let's check out some of these comments. First commenter says, made this mistake twice. Funny enough, with the same woman. Never again. Next commenter says, it goes both ways. My husband moved in with me. We have been together nearly 20 years. When he moved in, it became our home. Relatable. Sad thing was, years before that, she lived with me and I never once said, get out. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Go ahead and give me some feedback. And until next time.